which is going to skew his line that was looking very nice until that home run. So Iverson, 3 1/3 innings, gives up 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout over 50 pitches. Meanwhile, counting 2/3 of an inning, that 1 walk and those 2 strikeouts. This one lifted in the shallow left field. Coming on is Girardi. He'll make the catch. And Stevens gets Anthony Ciesco out for the first time tonight. He's now 3 for 4. We look back at what Michael Frisora did last year in his sophomore campaign. Went 1-0 with a 6.23 ERA in 9 games. Pitched 8 2/3 innings, gave up 12 hits, 6 runs, had 6 walks and 8 strikeouts. Another kid with some pretty good stuff. Just needs to be able to consistently locate the strike zone. And I'm sure along with Charles Thielman and Kristaps Aldens, they'll be expecting some pretty good numbers from Frisora this year. Starts out Sean O'Malley off with a strike. O'Malley, the freshman, in his collegiate debut, 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Frisora falls behind 2-1, and right there you can kind of gauge what the main mechanical issue is for Frisora. Really likes to try to fly down that mound, and at times can get a little too ahead of himself. That one slapped down the third base line and into left field for a base hit. O'Malley will round first and be content with a single. His first collegiate hit as the big freshman is aboard here with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Really good piece of hitting there from the lefty, showing that he's not just a stereotypical left-hander that's going to look to just pull everything and lift and get under and try to hit everything out of the park. Did a really good job of taking that fastball in the outside corner, just poking it, staying with that one, sending it down the left field line. He's got his first collegiate hit. First pitch now to the shortstop, Madden Ward, misses. Ward 1 for 3, singled and scored back in the 2nd inning. Meanwhile, we mentioned the last inning when Pat Maybach got into some trouble. There was a lefty working in the bullpen for Salve Regina. That lefty appears to be the senior Will Ginsberg. So you can probably expect to see Will Ginsberg come on for the bottom of the 7th and try to preserve the win for Pat Maybach. Meanwhile, Frisora's got a 2-1 count here on Ward. Misses upstairs again. So you'll see at times Frisora kind of almost try to coach himself after a pitch misses out of the zone. When he misses up, it almost looks like he's telling himself to stay back before trying to explode forward instead of just falling down the mound. But he misses upstairs yet again. First walk of the inning for Frisora. That puts runners at first and second now for the center fielder, Vincent Sorrentino. And hold that thought. As a matter of fact, we might see a pinch hitter here. Sorrentino yet to make his way out to the plate. Unless he forgot where his gear was, I'm assuming we're going to see a pinch hitter now. And that is indeed number 6. That's Jack Betts, the freshman from Narragansett, Rhode Island. So Sorrentino, the freshman, his collegiate debut is done. He goes 0 for 2 with a walk and scores a run. And now we're going to see Jack Betts get his first collegiate at-bat. So it'll be Frisora versus Betts here. Runners at first and second, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Salve Regina leading 6-1. Seahawks looking to build off of a 25-win season from a year ago. First pitch. This is in the dirt. A 1-0. Big swing and a miss there from Betts. Trying to put on a show, perhaps, here in his collegiate debut. Take a look around the Empire 8 Conference. Only action from one other team so far, Elmira. The only other team that has had their opening day. They are at 1-1 entering the weekend. No one misses. Meanwhile, Canton, Houghton, Ithaca, St. John Fisher, and Utica all set to have their opening days within the next week and a half. The 2-1. That one hit hard back at Frisora. Looked like it hit off his leg and then kind of just deadened there on the right side of the mound. And Frisora pointing at that right knee. Boy, that one did not look good from up here. Immediately, Charles Thielman and Kristaps Alden's going to come out and take a look at their pitcher. That was a line drive that looked like it got him right in the back of his right calf. And that's going to be a single for Jack Betts in his first collegiate at bat. So the bases are going to be full of Seahawks now as we go back to the top of the order for Dylan Ketch, but primarily just worried about the health right now of Michael Frisora. It's always a scary moment as a pitcher. You see a ball come flying right back at you. You've got less than a second, at times less than a half a second to react. We'll see if Frisora going to try some warm-up pitches here. He does seem okay. Didn't leave his feet. But there is action in the Stevens bullpen. A submarine throwing righty going in the pen, so that narrows down the options to only a couple of people, and we're being told it's brother of the catcher Nathan Zuckerman, Eli Zuckerman, working in the Stevens pen. Meanwhile, Will Ginsburg continues to warm up for Salve Regina. The Seahawks have a golden opportunity here to try to break this game open and provide maybe the last bit of cushion. Big swing and a miss there from Dylan Ketch. Mentioned, led this team last year with over 50 hits, reigning first team all CCC conference selection. Swings at that one, fouls it off the other way, so quickly down in an 0-2 hole. This is a big opportunity here for Frisora. The 0-2. Changeup floats outside. One run in the first, 2 runs in the second, a run in the fifth, 2 more runs last inning for the Seahawks. That's how they've gotten their 6. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Frisora. He gets Ketch for the second out of the inning. That is a huge strikeout, and on the heels of Michael Frisora taking a line drive back in the right calf. Bounces back to strike out Dylan Ketch, and he's now just an out away from getting out of this. But standing in his way is Colton Aremian. Ended Roy Iverson's day in his last at-bat with a 2-run home run. And I'm not sure that Michael Frisora is going to stay in to face him. Looks like Kristaps Aldens is going to go to Eli Zuckerman out of the pen. So it's going to be Zuckerman versus Oremian when we get back. Crucial situation here in the ballgame.